Hey everybody, it's Abe Brown, the president of the Certified Coaches Federation and the founder of Momentum Coaching. I'm out here with my awesome wife, Eunice. Here we're in the Mojave Desert in California, and as you can tell, I'm a white guy who's rapidly getting quite pink. Anyways, as I was walking around, I started thinking about, some keys to surviving in a desert. I mean, deserts are a part of life. Definitely they're a part of business, sometimes even in a relationship, or in your finances or, your business, whatever you're into, you can feel like you're in a bit of a desert. I'll tell you what, I feel like my life, I've gone from one desert to another with a couple swimming pools in between. And, a couple of things about surviving in a desert. Number one, you've got to dig your roots down deep if you want to survive. As we've been looking at the vegetation here, it's amazing how deep the roots some of these are. And, of course, to survive in a desert, there's no moisture, so you got to dig your roots down real deep and find the water. The second thing is you got to live with efficiency. One thing about a desert is you don't see a lot of superfluous stuff going on. As I look around here, you don't see a whole lot of flowers. You don't see a whole lot of, fluff. And I think the reason for that is because, in a desert environment where you have very little resources, you've got to live super tight. And some of you are in a desert and, this might sound strange to say, but you might be in that desert until you learn how to live a little bit more efficiency. That might mean cutting up some credit cards. That might mean, changing, a relationship in your life or getting out of a relationship because maybe there's a little too much extra. And, surviving in a desert is all about being efficient. The third thing about surviving in a desert is you got to get out of it. It's easy for me to shoot this video here because I'm leaving the desert in probably a couple of hours, but very, very few people can live in a desert for their whole lives. And, if you're running a business or you're stuck in a relationship or, maybe if you're in a job where it's just desert and it's been that way for years, you have got to find a way to get out of that desert and to experience the abundant life. I think we all know that there's a huge, huge difference between making a living and experiencing life. So I encourage you to get out of that desert and experience the life. So I don't know if this video is helpful to you. Here we are. It's literally 100 degrees out here in the Mojave Desert, and I'm rapidly turning into a lobster. But I thought I'd share just a couple of thoughts with some of you folks, and that's great. Stay cool.